Last week, the sun not only made the daylight longer, but also released a lot of energy. How can it affect your horoscope? What secrets do the stars hold for you? How's your love or money going this week? Can your horoscope really help you to build up English words? Stay tuned and let's unlock cosmic clues while upgrading your English at the same time. Welcome to this week's horoscope from June 16 to June 23rd, where we combine the magic of astrology with the power of learning English. This week, the sun reaches its highest point at the summer solstice, or summer apex, bringing the longest day of the year. The summer apex is when the sun stands still at its farthest point north, before beginning its journey south again. While this doesn't change the track of the stars, it does shift what constellations we see and how the night sky appears. You may feel stronger energy, heightened emotions, and a powerful urge to reflect or take action as daylight peaks. Let's see how this unique week influences your sign and your English skills. Before we start, please press subscribe power up first. Let's go!
Aries. This week the daylight reached to the longest of the year. And this long daylight energizes Aries to take bold action, but beware of steamrolling. And use it to lead, not dominate. Your natural decisiveness is a superpower. Balance passion with patience for the best results. Aries' strength for this week is bold. Its definition, or you can call its meaning, is confident and willing to take risks. This week, Aries shows boldness by stepping up for a leadership role nobody else dared to take. And the weakness for the week is rash. It means acting too quickly without thinking, which means Aries may rush into a commitment this week without checking the details. This week Aries should learn the idiom, jump the gun, meaning to do something too soon, before the right time. For example, Aries jumped the gun by announcing their plans before everything was ready. Why it fits: because your fiery energy makes you eager, but pause before leaping. Taurus. With summer daylight energy heightening Taurus' need for security, Taurus, focus on staying grounded. But don't cling too hard. Flexibility can bring unexpected rewards and ease tensions. This week's strength is reliable. Its meaning, or its definition, is someone people can trust and depend on. In other words, Taurus stays steady this week, keeping friends calm during a stressful situation. Taurus's weakness of the week is stubborn. That means unwilling to change ideas or plans. In other words, Taurus may refuse to change a plan this week, even when it clearly isn't working. The best idiom for Taurus is slow and steady wins the race, meaning consistency leads to success, not rushing. For example, he succeeded because he kept working patiently, day by day. Why it fits: because Taurus thrives by balancing steadiness with gentle adaptability this week. Gemini. This summer daylight urges Gemini to embrace flexibility, but beware of distractions. Delve deeper into important matters to avoid missing crucial opportunities. The strength for Gemini this week is adaptable. Its meaning is able to adjust easily to change. In other words, Gemini shines this week by smoothly handling. The weakness for Gemini this week is inconsistent. Its meaning is changing too often, hard to predict. In other words, Gemini might confuse others this week by switching opinions mid-discussion. The best idiom for Gemini is change your tune. Its meaning is to change your opinion or attitude. For example, Gemini changed their tune halfway through the meeting. Why it fits? Because flexibility helps, but aim for clarity too. Cancer. The summer daylight heightens Cancer's sensitivity. Use this to nurture others, but guard against overreacting. Emotional balance is key to harmony and clear decisions. The Cancer's strength this week is caring, means showing concern for others. Kind-hearted. For example, Cancer brings comfort this week by being there for a struggling friend. The Cancer's weakness this week is overly sensitive. Its meaning is getting upset easily or taking things too personally. In other words, Cancer may feel hurt this week by harmless comments. The idiom for Cancer this week is wear your heart on your sleeve, meaning to openly show your feelings. For example, Cancer wore their heart on their sleeve during the heartfelt conversation. Why it fits? Because your deep emotions connect you, but guard against overreacting. Leo. With the sun peaking in summer, Leo's natural glow shines bright. Embrace your charisma, but keep pride in check to avoid friction. Generosity will amplify your influence. Leo's strength this week is charismatic. Its meaning is naturally drawing attention and inspiring others. In other words, Leo lights up the room this week, inspiring teammates with confidence. Leo's weakness this week is attention-seeking. Its meaning is wanting too much to be noticed. In other words, Leo may unintentionally dominate conversations, trying to stay in the spotlight. The best idiom to describe Leo this week is steal the show. Its meaning is to get all the attention because of being impressive. In other words, Leo stole the show at the party with their big entrance. Why it fits? Because let your charm shine, but share the stage too. Virgo. This week demands Virgo's precision, but warns against harsh judgment on yourself and others. Compassion combined with your sharp eye brings the best outcomes. This week, Virgo's strength is detail-oriented. That means careful, noticing small things. In other words, Virgo impresses this week by spotting a key error before a deadline. This week, Virgo's weakness is overcritical. The meaning is judging too harshly, including oneself. In other words, Virgo might frustrate co-workers this week by pointing out every small flaw. This week, the best idiom for Virgo is the devil is in the details, meaning is small things can cause big problems if overlooked. For example, check the contract carefully. The devil is in the details. Why it fits? Because Virgo's focus on detail is vital this week. Libra. With heightened summer energy, Libra's need for harmony is strong. Choose decisively to maintain balance. Delays only increase tension. Your charm is your best tool. The word of strength is diplomatic. It means good at keeping peace and balancing sides. In other words, Libra calms tensions this week by helping two friends settle a disagreement. The word of weakness is indecisive. It means finding it hard to make decisions. In other words, Libra may struggle this week to choose between two important options. Libra's idiom of the week is don't rock the boat. Its meaning is avoid causing trouble or disturbance. For example, she didn't want to rock the boat at the family dinner. Why it fits? Because Libra must balance peace with assertiveness this week. Scorpio. The summer daylight sharpens Scorpio's focus, but warns against mistrust. Open up selectively. Collaboration can fuel your power. Control intensity with calm. The strength of Scorpio this week is determined. Its meaning is strong-willed, not giving up. In other words, Scorpio keeps pushing this week to finish a tough project. The weakness of Scorpio this week is secretive. Its meaning is not sharing thoughts or feelings. In other words, Scorpio may leave friends guessing this week by keeping plans hidden. The best idiom for Scorpio this week is still waters run deep. Its meaning is quiet people often have strong inner emotions. For example, don't judge him by his silence. There's much beneath the surface. Why it fits? Because Scorpio's depth is a key strength. Sagittarius. Summer daylight fuels Sagittarius' adventurous streak. But temper restlessness with focus. A new path is promising. If you don't rush, explore thoughtfully. The strength this week is adventurous. Its meaning is loves trying new things, exploring. In other words, Sagittarius jumps into a new hobby this week with excitement. The weakness this week is blunt. Its meaning is speaking too honestly without softening words. In other words, Sagittarius may offend someone this week by saying exactly what they think. The best idiom for Sagittarius. Break the ice. It means to say or do something to make people comfortable. For example, Sagittarius broke the ice at the event with a funny story. Why it fits? Because your openness helps you connect. Just choose your words carefully. Capricorn. The summer daylight challenges Capricorn's rigidity. Discipline is your ally, but adaptability opens doors. Balance structure with openness for best results. The strength this week is ambitious. Its definition is driven to succeed. In other words, Capricorn puts in extra effort this week to move closer to a big goal. The weakness this week is rigid. It means to stuck on rules or plans. In other words, Capricorn may miss a new opportunity this week by sticking too closely to old plans. The idiom for Capricorn this week is Rome wasn't built in a day. Its meaning is great things take time to achieve. For example, he kept working patiently, knowing Rome wasn't built in a day. Why it fits? Because your steady progress will pay off with patience. Aquarius. Summer daylight sparks your innovation, Aquarius, but beware of emotional detachment. Connection enhances your ideas and impact. Balance intellect with warmth. The strength of Aquarius this week is innovative. Its definition is full of fresh, new ideas. In other words, her innovative ideas changed the whole project. The weakness of Aquarius this week is unpredictable. Its definition is hard to guess what they'll do next. In other words, Aquarius may surprise others this week with a sudden change of plan. The best idiom for Aquarius is think outside the box. Its meaning is to think in a creative, different way. For example, Aquarius thought outside the box to solve the problem. Why it fits? Because Aquarius ideas can shine. Just keep people informed. Pisces. The summer peak stirs your imagination, Pisces. But guard against escapism. Channel creativity into practical projects for fulfillment and progress. Pisces' strength is compassionate, meaning deeply caring about others. In other words, Pisces supports a friend this week with kind words and a listening ear. Pisces' weakness is escapist. Its meaning is avoids problems or reality. In other words, Pisces may try to escape stress this week by daydreaming too much. The best idiom for Pisces is dream big, work hard. Its meaning is ambitions require effort to succeed. For example, she dreamed of success and worked tirelessly to achieve it. Why it fits? Because Pisces' creativity shines brightest when paired with action. Even though that's all the horoscope telling for the week, if to give one idiom for the whole zodiac this week, there is a good one, it will be make hay while the sun shines. Its meaning is to take advantage of a good opportunity while it lasts. Why it fits? Because with the summer reaching to its apex, and the summer energy is at a high point, it's the perfect time to act boldly and seize chances, but remember to do so wisely and thoughtfully before the moment passes.
As the sun reaches its peak this week, remember, opportunities are bright and ripe for the taking, so make hay while the sun shines. Seize the moment with courage, but don't forget to stay wise. Your best results come from boldness balanced with patience. Thanks for watching. Keep shining, and see you next time.